Power build. Today we are going to go over the log, clean, and press. First and foremost is our footwear. Now look at the shoes I'm wearing. Now look back up at me. I am not going to be able to press anything heavy in running shoes. So we're going to take those shoes off, and you can either wear flat, hard shoes like you would for powerlifting, or heels if you're comfortable with that. But make sure you're wearing the proper footwear to start off. Now that that's out of the way, let's go into the log. The Titan log here at PWRBLD KOP is 95 pounds of solid steel, baby. But we don't want 95 pounds or more going straight to the concrete flooring. So we're gonna add some crash pads. And if you're planning on competing, most competitions you compete at will have crash pads. So make sure you're using the pads for the log, okay? The lift is gonna be broken down into 3 parts. First is going to be the pick, then it's going to be the clean, and then it's the press. First and foremost is going to be the pick. I like to have the log's handles kind of facing out away from me. If I pick it with the log handles facing up, or kind of neutral, it's going to kind of throw my setup off for the clean and for the press. So I'll point the handles away from me slightly, okay? After I get that, when I bring the log into my lap, I don't want to row the log. It's extra energy I don't want to do. We want to deadlift the log up. Grab the handle, mid-handle. If your hands are too far up, it's going to tilt back. If your hands are too far behind, it's going to tilt forward or towards you. So make sure your grip is nice and even in the middle of the log. Then I'm going to brace. I'm going to deadlift the log up, standing up just like so. And I'm going to let the log sit onto my knees. Okay, even if you don't have a good squat, you'll be able to sit here kind of comfortably because the log will act as a counterbalance. If you try to clean the log and the log is into your hips, 1, you're not going to be able to sit down, and 2, it's going to be very hard. You're going to have to curl the log up. We don't want to curl the log up. We want to row and use our hips to get the log up. I'm then going to take this log and I'm going to pull it into my chest. I'm rowing and squeezing that log into my chest. So when I stand up, I'm going to basically front squat the log up and turn the log over. So now it's sitting on my chest, nice and comfortable. What a lot of people do wrong is that they do a hammer curl with the log and they thrust their hips forward. We are front squatting the log up. Pull it in, front squat the log up, and as you're doing that, turn the log over. Let me show you what it looks like when you're doing it wrong. 1 would be you rowing the log up. We don't want to do that. You have the log too high in the hips, and then when you try to get it over, you're curling it up. Listen, if you want to lift big on the log, you're not going to be able to curl 300, 400 pounds, right? Proper technique is key. So the right way. Handles are facing away. Grab the middle of the handle of the log, deadlift it up, sit it on top of my knees. Sit down nice and low, row that log into my chest, pull it into me, pull it real tight into me. I front squat and turn the log over. So it sits on my chest. Couple things you're gonna notice. 1, see how that log is sitting on my chest, right? I'm leaned backwards, that's okay. So this lean back position might look a little funky to you. What's very important is that 1, we squeeze the glutes. Those glutes need to be nice and tight. The reason why, it takes the pressure off the low back. Here's a little test for you. Don't squeeze the glutes and lean back like that. You'll feel a lot of tension in your low back. Now, squeeze your glutes hard, lean back. That tension is gone. All that tension is now shifted to your hips, to your glutes. So that's gonna be one aspect of it. The other aspect of it, we're pulling our chest up. We're tightening all the muscles in our back, our erectors, the upper erectors, our back, everything's nice and tight in this position. So I can sit here with 360 pounds, my log press PR, and not feel any issue, okay? That is going to be the top position of your log. Now let's talk about our arm positioning on the log. We don't want it to be relaxed. Chest is up, nice and tight. We want to take our elbows and we want them high, okay? The reason for that is that will help drive the log back into position. If I didn't have a log here, the log handles are out here. It's away from my center of gravity. So when I push press, I need to bring it back to my center of gravity so I can lock out. If I push the log straight up, it's gonna go out in front of me, and you're never gonna be able to lift any heavy weights. So squeeze, chest up, shoulders in, nice and tight. You're making like a little rack for the log to sit on, elbows in, and that's gonna be a much stronger press position. Elbows high, elbows high. All right, now let's go into the press of the log. If you can do a split jerk, do a split jerk. You're probably gonna technique your way into heavier lifts. But today we're gonna go over the strict press and we're gonna go over the push press of a log. For the strict press, it's gonna start from your feet. For me, my strict press and my push press have very similar foot positions. My toes are turned out, my glutes are squeezed, legs are tight, chest up, nice and tight. If I'm going to push press the log, I'm gonna look towards the ceiling, somewhere over my collarbone. I'm gonna push it up and then bring my head through. Don't bring your head through as you're pushing. The reason why, instead of using our upper pecs to help push over the weight up, we're taking that away and we're shifting it all to the shoulders. We care about lifting maximal loads here. So make sure you're pushing yourself away as you're pushing that log up. For the push press, now let's add some leg drive in. Similar position, I'm going to dip. I'm spreading the floor, I'm pushing my knees out and away, and then I'm going to push, squeeze the glutes as I do so, catch, head through. Bring your head through at the last moment. Now, let's use the log. First, strict press. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the chest up, push the log up, then bring my head through. Now let's go over the push press. Keep your elbows tucked up and high. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the chest up, dip, drive, catch, head through. For me, for a lot of my athletes who are very successful with the log, bring your head through at the last possible moment is going to be key. Allows you to keep that lay back position, stronger position, lock it out, bring your head through, see the judge to let you bring the log down. Couple cues that have helped me. One, I'm not pushing the log up. I'm pushing my body under the log. Almost like I'm pushing myself into the ground. Your glutes are tight, your back is tight. Push yourself away from the log, then you bring your head through. Keep that chest up the whole time. And two, really, really, really work on your leg drive for the push press of the log. If you can squat 400, 500, 600 pounds, your legs are strong. Use that with the log press. If you're not using that with the log press, you could be leaving hundreds of pounds off the log. And if you want to compete, you want to get stronger, you can't do that. Guys, I hope these tips are very useful. Please tag PWRBLD and tag Tank Strength in your next log attempt when you hit a new PR with these new techniques. Stay tuned.